Hello YouTube, Dave here again, back with another Starfinder related video. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the Starfinder Alien Planet Starter Set flip tile set. So this just recently came out and it retails for $34.99 US, and I picked this up from my local game store at a cost of $44.99. So I've already done videos for the city set as well as the space station set. But this one is one that I'm really looking forward to, having some actual like planetary stuff besides like cities or different locations. And I think that this can be a really useful set, even if you're not necessarily into Starfinder, but we'll sort of cover that as we go. So on the front, we just have, sort of an example of what one of the cards looks like. Each of these tiles are basically, I think they're 6x6 and they're double-sided. So here we have Adventure on Every World. Stage the scene for epic science fantasy adventures with the Starfinder Flip Tiles Alien Planet Starter Set. It's a bit of a mouthful, but there we go. This box collection of richly crafted full-color 6x6 map tiles can be used to construct never-ending extraterrestrial jungles, deserts full of strange hazards and bizarre fauna, providing tons of options for planetary encounters. Inside you'll find 42 durable double-sided map tiles and 6 tab dividers to keep them organized. This starter set is only the first step, so Flip Tiles expansion sets let you expand your alien planets with nearly endless variety. So stop your sketching and start your flipping today, and it just sort of shows some examples of what the cards look like. So we got like the jungle side, and then we have sort of like the desert side with like the rocky. You could also use these for, I'd say you could probably also use these for like caves. So really cool looking stuff. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get right into the box here, and we will have a look and see what each of the cards looks like. And then I might even try to make just a quick little like 2x2 map, just so you can sort of see how they go together. All right, get the lid off there. Not going to bother showing the dividers. They're just like, that's what they look like there. They got the Starfinder logo on one side, and they're just blank on the other. On the sides of the box, we have an advertisement for the Starfinder Alien Archive Pawn set, for the City Starter set, which I've already shown in a previous video. Alien Planet Moonside expansion. So this, it isn't out yet, but this will be coming soon. So that looks really cool. I'll have to try to pick that one up as well. And just an advertisement for the Starfinder flip mats, which are just always fantastic. So without further ado, we're just going to get right into the cards here. So let's have a look. Let's see if I can maybe zoom in a little bit. There we go. All right, so here we have the jungle side here, and then flip it over and we've got our desert side. So you got like a little, looks like a little trail there, perhaps some rocks and just some, it's just cool looking terrain features. Again, these are meant to be more generic. So the expansion sets will have sort of more specific looking terrain to them. So they'll have, maybe like some little ruins or stuff like that. We might see stuff like that in here as well, but these are meant to be like really generic and usable with the rest of the expansion sets that come out. So just expect that, with these starter sets, but they're useful because it's always great to have these bases to work with here. So here we go, the next one. So our jungle side and our desert side. So again, we just sort of like the pathways through this dense jungle. Okay, looks like a little ledge there you have to climb up on. And then just paths through the forest, so you're probably going to see like different angles. And what's cool is that even if they have them going the same way, they'll have multiple ones that are slightly different. So here we have one that's basically, it's like a right angle. So this one looks like it's more like tended to and actually designed to look that way. And then we got the desert side on the other one. But here we have one that also sort of has that same kind of corner to it, but it looks a little bit more natural because there's, you know, different gaps and it's not quite as clean a right angle as what we saw with the other one. And then on the desert side, we got some more, again, just sort of paths to follow. And this one's a much more rounded one, which is, again, pretty cool. Got a couple of rocks there, some red. I don't know if that's, I don't think that's blood. I think that's actually like plant life. That looks really cool. Kind of like space cactuses or cacti. So here we have, again, a little clearing that has 2 different ways to exit it. And again, some cool rock formations, different elevations perhaps, and then again, you got your trees. This one looks sort of like a 3-way intersection. And we got sort of, again, something similar there. And the design on these is really, really nice. Here we have a 4-way intersection. And again, this one looks very like manufactured, you know, right angles basically for just about everything. And then, whoop, those two seem to, there we go. And then this one looks a little bit more natural. And again, you got higher elevations with the path sort of going lower down. Oh, I like that one. It's like some sort of obelisk or crystal formation. So that's really cool looking. I like that. Here you have, again, another 4-way intersection that it looks a little more natural, a little less tended to than we had before. Some bones. You can't have a desert set without some sort of like livestock bones. So that's really cool. Some circles, so they're a little more detailed here than I thought they'd be. Like for this desert one, you've actually got like a ring of stones with mystical runes on it. So that would actually be kind of a cool thing to design and encounter around. You got some animal footprints going through there as well. So it looks like it's being used. Some different plant life. Again, just awesome stuff. Looks like a little stone formation on a circular, slightly raised platform that's been overgrown. And just some more tree lines. And then we have a intersection for, like, again, with some rock formations. We're going into a cave. And again, another like cave entrance looking one. So these ones I think would be really useful as well, setting up like a network of caves, which is really cool, again, with the generic tiles. And some corners to go through. Oh, awesome. Okay. So we'll get to this next one here. So I wasn't really expecting to see stuff like this in this tile set. Like I figured that would be a future expansion, but here you actually have some ruins, like some sort of ruined temple or a place of some sort of significance. You've got like some rune stones here, some stairs going up. So that is actually really, really cool. And then you got some corners for it. And just some more turns, so another corner. And then we got some like back corners. And flip that over for some more intersections for inside the caves. And then you've got like the on the other side. So I actually might put that together. Those might be the ones. So I might actually separate those ones and put that together. I think that might be the way that I go. And since these have already been shown, I'm just going to move these out of the way so they don't get like too much bigger than the rest of the stack here. But here we have, like, again, the back exit of this little like stone platform. Whoops. I will show the other side though. So we got that. And then we got another corner. So just set those aside. And again, just another little slight clearing with an elevation. And back into the deserts there. Another like little, basically puddle. It's not really a lake or a river or stream or anything, but we got a little water source. Some more plants again in the clearing. And some more cave corridors. Another location with some 3 stones on a raised platform. So it would be kind of neat to like arrange them around the larger one if you're making a bigger map, or you have to do something with each of those in order to access something on the other platform that we've shown. Just, I don't know, it's kind of cool to get ideas just from these generic tiles, or maybe not so generic in these cases. Okay, only a few left to go. All right, so those were the different tiles that we have. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put together those ones that sort of form those ancient ruins, and we'll just see how that looks together. So it's going to take me a moment to do that, and I will be right back. All right, so here you have everything put together. I'm sure it will be really cool is to see an expansion set come out that maybe gives you some center ones to fill out and make this a little bit larger, but this could be like the site for, you could have like a portal that's been deactivated or destroyed that was here, and this like the platform to step into it sort of thing. There could be like a secret passageway down into a dungeon sort of area below, or like a crypt area, or some sort of like laboratory or something. So there's a lot of cool stuff that you can do with that, and it's just kind of neat to have anything like this in the starter set, because typically this is stuff that you would find in a theme set, like, Jungle Ruins, for example, could be one of them. But really, really cool stuff. Again, you combine it with the other tiles that had the circular platforms with the 3 stone formation on it, and you could put together a really cool quick adventure, which is something that I might actually consider doing. Because I want to get back into publishing bounty hunts, or like my short side trek scenarios that I was doing at the beginning of the pandemic before things just got a little bit too difficult to focus on doing stuff like that for. So it'd be kind of cool to get back into that, and this would be a great way to be able to do that. So that might be the way that I approach this going forward. But I could already think of a few things to do with it, which is kind of neat. So just really, really cool set overall. So that was my look at the Starfinder Alien Planet Starter Set tiles. These are awesome. The great thing about the tiles over the flip mats, because I love both of those products, I think that they're both awesome things to have. But with these tile sets, they are smaller, so you can arrange them you can basically make smaller maps. Like, for example, making something like this, it takes up a lot less room than having a map that's like twice the size, basically, and have it fold out on the table and take up a lot of the room that the players might need for their character sheets and dice rolls and books and all that stuff. So I think overall it's just really, really, it's a great product for stuff like that. And they're just really well designed. Like, the artwork on them has been fantastic on all 3 sets that have come out so far. I look forward to picking up the Alien Moons expansion, and maybe again we'll see some expansions that work directly with the like the jungle or the desert. I'm sure that the moon ones will have their own sort of thing going on. But anyway, it's just really, really awesome stuff. So if you're into Starfinder, you have the pawns, you want to use representation like miniatures and combat, these things are awesome. Now, another cool thing that I have to say about this particular set over the other ones, like the space station and the even the city one, is because this is just, it's a weird looking jungle, but it's a jungle and a desert. You could really use these for just about any type of RPG, even if you're running like a fantasy RPG. While the planets, again, you got like the different types of plant life that looks a little strange, or you have like rune stones and stuff like that. There's nothing stopping you from just doing that in just a regular fantasy game. Or just any type of RPG. So this set, I think, more so than the other ones, which very much feel like they're sort of a sci-fi or science fantasy feel to them. This one I think could be useful for a whole range of RPGs. So even if you're not into Starfinder specifically, this is something I think you can actually get some pretty decent use out of. So, maybe consider that if you see this at your local game store. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time. Take care.